Today I'm going to be playing Opus Magnum for the first time. I had downloaded this before and started playing the first like 2 or 3 chapters, but then I wasn't paying attention and realized it needed way more concentration than I realized. So I'll replay the beginner bits, but I really haven't gotten very far. All right, let's jump into it. So I don't remember how it exactly it started, but this is an old game, so that should be fine. Start with the prologue, the transmutation engine. Yeah, I clearly didn't get too far. Here are the lab rules. Access is restricted to graduate level alchemical engineering students and faculty only. Any exceptions must be approved by the Chancellor. Keep your student alchemist permit and sigil with you at all times while in the lab. No food or drink. Do not sit or lean on transmutation engines or their related components. Please keep the area clean for everyone else. That means you and Ateus. Here is our introduction lesson. We're talking between Henley Servan and Anateus Via. I'm amazed you put off learning how to use a transmutation engine for this long. I was concentrated on working by hand. You know that. Anateus, we're about to graduate. I know, that's why I need you to summarize all of this for me as fast as you can. Solve the puzzle. Okay. To complete a puzzle, build all products. Press the play button below to start the transmutation engine. These are the reagents. These are the input materials for doing alchemy. Here. And here. And then this is the product. Oh, great. Okay. I didn't even finish. Great. Okay, so this is the goal and the instructions tray. Oh, whoops. That's all I needed. There we go. Understand so far? Of course, I knew this part was easy. That's why I never worried about it. I count you as a friend, Anateus, but sometimes you carry your genius alchemist act a little too far. Act? Yeah, okay, I do remember this. He was kind of pretentious. Okay, let's do the next one. Lessons. Arms. Still talking with Henley Servan. So let's take the first and most important part, the arm. I understand what's next. Wait, don't rush ahead. Let me go through the material. You need to see this. Clearly, I do need to see it. We have place an arm below, setting the rotation and length so the gripper is over the reagent. Is this guy? Is this the pivot? Then add instructions to the instruction tray below to make it pick up the reagent and move it to the product output. So they all start with this. Hotkey F. Oh, okay, so I'm holding the hotkey and then clicking. Great. So we go from there. Rotates an arm 60 degrees. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Play. Okay, great. And release. Oops. Is this it? Pick up. Start again. The machine is successful, created the desired products. Right, so the arms pick up and move elemental proxies around the surface of the transmutation engine. Right, and you control their behavior. With instructions, yes, of course, of course. We continue the pretension. Now I'm finally into new territory. That was pretty quick. Henley Servan. In some cases, you'll want an arm to rotate what it's gripping. You mean as opposed to the arm itself rotating? That's right. In those cases, you'll use pivot instructions. Place an arm below, then add instructions to make it pick up the reagent and move it to the product output. Throw this baby here. Start it off here. Let's see what this looks like. I see. So we want it to pick up and then go down twice. Oops. That is twice, I think. Nope. Delete this one. Just once. And then we want it to rotate once. This is the whole arm. And this is the pivot instructions. So we want it to pivot once to the right. And then release it. Hopefully these hotkeys will get a little easier as I go on. Now we have to have the instructions to go back. Hopefully not to pivot it. I think that should be fine. Excellent. Your machine has successfully created the desired products. Finished pivots. Alright, very straightforward and simple. That's I think what I just said. Great. Henley, how nice of this how nice that this is easy for you. Why, how long did it take you to learn all this? Just keep going. Pistons is our next lesson. A piston arm is a special kind of arm that can extend and retract. And presumably there are instructions that control the piston. That's right, I'll demonstrate. The reset instructions will make an arm drop any held atoms and reset to its initial rotation. In this lesson, the drop instruction is disabled. You must use a reset instruction instead. Place a piston arm below, then add instructions to make it pick up the reagent and move it to the product output. Start here. Start with picking it up. Extend. Nope, we want it to retract. I would not say these quick instructions are very intuitive, but that's okay. I want to move it once. Yeah, I'll get used to the 60 degrees eventually. But until then... Oh, the drop instruction is the like open circle. That's what I was thinking about. Oh, nice. Okay. So it takes the place of it. Unless I need to drop more things. Success. I see. Piston arms can reach areas you can't with a normal arm. That's what makes them so useful. They cost a little more than regular arms, though. And I can use the reset instructions to make an arm return to its initial state from wherever it is. That's convenient. Just remember the reset instruction takes the same amount of time as it would take to issue those individual instructions. Yes, well, of course it will. Of course. This is some kind of university. I didn't even think to try to click on any of these. It doesn't seem to do much, but it's very pretty. Tracks. What's next? Next, we have tracks, which are like paths you can place on the board. It's easier to show you. A track between reagents and the product. Then place an arm on the track and add instructions to make it pick up the reagent and move it to the product output. Between the reagents. Let's play this one. I'm not 100% sure. The pluses are this. Got it. Throw the arm. Where does it want the arm? Oh. On the track. Pick it up. Go towards the negative side. 1, 2 spaces. And rotate once. And reset. I think that should be it. Nope, somehow I still can't count. There we go. We're set. This has been very satisfying to watch them work. I'm sure the bigger the products and the crazier that things get, the more beautiful it'll be to watch. I see. When you place an arm on the track, the arm can move forward or backward along the path. Tracks can be quite powerful, but I'm still learning how to use them efficiently in my own design. Could you put multiple arms onto a single track? Think so, never thought to try that. I'll have to experiment later. Nice, we have 1, 2, 3 lessons left. Transmutation. To perform transmutations, we use glyphs. For example, say I want to calcify an element. You can place a glyph of calcification on the board and move the element you want to calcify over it. Antaeus, I mean, yes, that's correct, but at least let me get through the explanation first. I got all the explanation I need. Snarky to the max. At least, I guess we are the snarky one. No, I don't like it. Use a piston arm and a glyph of calcification to turn a reagent, a fire atom, into a product, a salt atom, and move it to the product output. I feel like I might need to take notes on the alchemy of this. Use a piston arm where they want us to do it. And turn the reagent, a fire atom, into the salt atom. This is on the path, right? Pick it up. Wow, I feel kind of dumb. It's 2 away instead of 1. So let's retract it once. It's this one. And then reset. Nice. It's quite fast, this glyph. Yes, welcome to modern alchemical engineering. How many transmutations are available as glyphs? Most of the common ones so far. There's ongoing research to develop more, which you would know about if you paid any attention to recent developments in your field. Ooh, Henley, burn. Got it. Bonding. This must be the glyph of bonding. It is. To use it, actually, why don't you show me how it works? Seems that's the way things are going here. Very well. Use 2 arms and the glyph of bonding to bond the 2 salt atoms together and move them to the product output. Let's watch this one. Oh, that's quite quick. You just kind of move through it like the glyphs. Grab 1, grab 2. So we want the 3rd one to pick up. Go. One this away. We want this to do the same thing, rotating the other way. Do these get there at the same time? Good. That means this one can go 1 further and repeat. Have to release before it moves. Is that what it's saying? Oh, I see where it lets go up here too. I wasn't even watching. There's collisions. Oh, it needs to be rotated before it's repeated. Rotated once. I forgot to reset number 4. We've done it. Master of bonding glyphs. This has such a specific kind of logic to it. I could see it getting pretty addicting. I like I don't know, it's very systemic. Although I'm not a computer programmer, it feels very much like what that would be. Very stepwise. Alright, Annotaeus. The transmutation engine makes alchemical engineering far simpler. You could have been using it the whole time. But I'm glad I did things the hard way for so long. I hope you're not like this in real life, Annotaeus. But this is real life. Finally, the end of the prologue is stabilized water. I think that's everything you need to know about the Need to know to use a transmutation engine effectively. I'll make one more product to make sure I get it. Panning and scrolling. The building area, parts trays, and instructions tray can all be panned by right-clicking anywhere within them and dragging a mouse. If you have a mouse with a wheel, you can also use that to vertically scroll through. Oh, got it. From now on, you will place products and reagents on your own. They are at the top of your toolbox. This is what we want. How we get there. And all of the tools. Okay, these are the glyphs. Which one's this one? Water. And this is salt. Oh no, placing all of the bits makes it much more complicated. Bonding, unbonding. Well, we're gonna need this at some point as well. This is the simplest one. Let's go up to the mechanisms. What's this one? Period override instruction. When starting the transmutation engine, all instruction sequences are automatically padded so they have the same period as the longest instruction in the solution. It's rarely necessary but can be useful if it's repeating too quickly. This is the only other new one. Repeat creates a sequence of instructions that will repeat the proceedings of instructions. So we want this to be cheaper. Fixed arm length. Are these very expensive? Is it 5 each? I guess circular would be the more... This is just the first thought. Let's just go with it. Pick it up. Move it towards the plus side. Twice. Probably... This one's gonna have to wait. And then bring it down. And then this one we just need to put into the bonding bit. Is this the one with the piston? Yeah. I didn't want to accidentally use the wrong one. Should move it down once, release it. Is that enough time that I can move it? We've got it synced up. Average number of cycles in area. So what are your plans after you graduate? I think I'll be a head alchemist for one of the August houses. That's bold, right out of school. Why not? True enough, no ambition could be too great for you. And yourself? I like it here. I think I'll stick around and hopefully become a professor. You do seem to have an affinity for teaching. Think so? Well then, may each of us realize his Opus Magnum. Opus Magnum. I've always found that to be a rather pretentious term, but I agree with the sentiment at least.